Trust me, they are not keeping women safe. If they want to keep women safe in sports, they would remove those predatory men who are attacking women and sexually assaulting them in sport. It is not transgender women and girls. We know who's doing it. They keep attacking us to keep the attention off of what they're doing to our children and cisgender women. Already in this park, they took transgender people off the website. That's how they began. That's how they began in Nazi Germany. They dehumanize you, they minimize you, and they started killing Jewish people, gay people, black people, Russian soldiers.
Nothing many about him. Nothing many at all. Nicole, what are your thoughts?
It's a damn gorilla. That's what's my thought. Let's do that. But here's the problem that argument has. I know you guys saw this all over social media. It had to be like maybe 3 months ago. There's a young lady, she's a wrestler, and this was a state championship wrestling match. She didn't know that she was going to be wrestling against a boy who believed himself to be a girl, but that's his mental illness, not hers. And they were in a particular wrestling position. She was getting the better of him. He flipped her over and then jammed his hands into her vagina.
I saw that.
His fingers into her vagina to get her to let him go. And even after she let him go, he continued to do it. So miss me with transgenders are the fairer sex and they're being mistreated. This was a man's assault against a woman. This was a young boy, well, I should say a young man's assault against a young woman in a sport designed for young women.
Mm-hmm.
You are a boy, Damon. You are a boy, okay? We're not doing this anymore. There are certain things that happen in our culture that shift us a little bit to the left or shift us a little bit to the right. But when we lose sight of absolute truth, that you're either born male or female, and there's a few people that come a little bit with a little extra on either side, but very few, but male or female. And male has certain biological characteristics that female simply doesn't have. It's inherently unfair. Now, are there some women who bulk up and muscle up and can fight against the weak man? Absolutely. But on par, that's not the way. That's not the way. God made us different for a reason. And we should definitely continue to treat men and women differently. It's
different and different is important. What, like you said,
absolutely,
there's a biological difference between men and women. But in this next clip, the media is complicit with the left. All right. Watch this cucked man warn viewers that he's reading quotes from the Supreme Court majority ruling. And that's why he's actually saying and making the distinction biological male, because he feels like this may cause some nutty leftist to be triggered. This is crazy. Take a look at this.
Quick note here, the terms that we're using here during our reporting, biological male, biological female, the High Court put those terms in quotations in their decision and their dissent. But just so you know, we're using those terms from the decision itself, biological male, biological female.
Oh my gosh. Shelley, what are your thoughts there?
Wow. This is a woman. This is a woman. I mean, this is such a damn caricature. That's why I can't even get my voice.
I know. You see me looking at you struggling like
ready to cough, right? I mean, look, I saw that yesterday when he was. This is the problem. We don't have enough men just being men. We don't. They want to be everything else. They want to be seen. They want to wear dresses. They want to pretend they got the JJs when they got wee-wees. I mean, they get on my nerves. I'm not talking about, I'm just saying this whole stuff just gets on my nerves today. I'm so frustrated. He had the audacity because he was fearful what they're going to take away the funding or the support for whatever that channel was, because he said, I'm just reading what the decision says. But no, there is a biological male and there is a biological female. Okay. Now, you don't hear biological females, well, at least the ones who are content and satisfied and know that they are. You don't hear us going around talking about we're cis women. No, I'm a woman. I'm a female. Two X's, not an X and a Y. Okay, that's it. And I'm happy and thankful that I am. I don't want a wee. Okay, I don't want. But you who have them, maybe that's the problem. Maybe your wee-wees are a little too wee. You know, they're a little too wee, and you maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe you're having this wee syndrome, and that you can't find where your balls really are. You can't find your balls.
Oh, it's wee all the way home. That's what we're talking about.